thunderstorming again here. I gotta get something done on Stone Soup. We gotta get these tires off, get them to the tire shop. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Woo! The big old lightning strike. I get hit by lightning. Somebody post this video. Try to do this NASCAR style. Come on, baby. Oh, ain't this fun? Hopefully you don't see any of those white ice chunks coming from the sky again. Woo! Come on, baby. Woo! There we go. That's how big the brakes are, Lovejoy. Yep, 9 inches. Right there. Tires. Get out of here. Woo! Wet down the butt crack, wet down the butt crack. Woo! Well, Mother Nature strikes again. Covered up Stone Soup again to try to prevent any damage, you know, to the beauty of the body or the glass, you know. We're up, they're up. Ooh, that was a big one. Guess I'll go get a cup of coffee. Okay. Say hi, Jack. Not hi, Jack. Hi, Jack. We gotta work on him too real quick. Change out these bars. I'll tell you the story later. Alright, so weather's cleared up. We've got some nice blue skies today. And I did get this wheel on. Now this is the one that I had that we're putting on. It has a small bolt pattern. 195, 70 or 75. 195, 70, 14s. That is the tire that was probably originally on this car. And I believe this tire actually came from my car, because I do have the small bolt pattern up front as well. So the long and short of it is, here's the tire that was on there, and it was rubbing on the leaf spring. You can even see where it was rubbing here, but we've got a generous amount of clearance now with this tire. The reason why is this back spacing here from the hub to the wheel, I think is like 6.5 inches or so. And on this one it's about 4.5 inches, so it's the back spacing that's really giving us the problem. Obviously the tire is a little bit bigger and wider too, but since I got this mounted, we can see there's a good 1.5 inches of clearance on the inside, and the wheel housing there's plenty of room on the outside too. So to me, these tires look just homely. They're so skinny. I call them the pizza cutters. So I think I may have a solution here. I think we got a little room to put a little more meat back there, and if all works out, that's what we're gonna do. So over here we have another one of my I'll get to it someday projects. Yes, it is a Vic. This is a 1978 Plymouth Volare Super Coupe. Picked it up a couple years ago, and it was sitting out in a tree row for many years, and I haven't gotten to it yet. So, but someday, right? Someday we'll get to it. But what we're looking at is I've got some wheels on here. Now these are 14-inch tires, but they are big bolt pattern wheels, so those won't work. These tires back here are about 9 inches wide, so those would be too big. But what I'm thinking is we can snag these front wheels and put them on the other rims, put these on the back, and it'll give us a little bit more meat. So these are good tires. There's still air in them. They have been sitting here. I haven't aired them up in at least a year, since last year, because I know I didn't do it this year, so they held up over the winter. Hopefully they don't have any flat spots. They shouldn't in all the mud, but I think that's what the plan is. So I'm going to pop these off, and then I can get a better measurement just to make sure that they're going to work. So that's the loose plan right now. So stay tuned. Okay, so I got the rear up on jack stands. I'm going to pop this other wheel off here. I just wanted to show anybody that's not aware, these early A bodies, and I don't know if other C bodies and Mopars, I believe they do, are a little odd. So if you're taking this tire off, normally left-hand thread, you back it out like normal. But these are left-hand thread on the right side of the car. I'm sorry, on the driver's side of the car, the left side of the car. Left-hand thread. So, I actually have to go righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So there you go. If anybody's going to be taking the tires off this car or any other Mopar, don't make the mistake of wondering why the lugs are so frozen on there and thinking that they're rusted on, when in fact they're not. It's just the opposite thread. I think the thought process behind it was that the torque of the wheel, or the rotation of the wheel on this side, is less likely for a lug to loosen up and come off with the left-hand thread on this side. Alright, and just like that, we've got the whole car up on jack stands. We've got all 4 tires off. So now we can engage the master plan. I don't know about you guys, but I always like to put my nuts back where they belong. Basically, when I'm taking pretty much anything apart, I always try to put them back in where they're at. That way they don't get lost, like the one that I happen to be missing. And I don't know if I'll... Oh, there it is. So, takes 30 seconds to put them back on. It's better than searching for a half hour looking for the one you're missing. And especially in this case, since the driver's side has left-hand threads and this has right-hand threads, you don't want to get them mixed up. So if you pile them all in a bucket or something like that, you're going to have to sort through and figure out which ones are left and which ones are right. Now, I believe we can look on this side. Yep. Try to get this down here. They are stamped on the end with an L for left-hand thread. If you're ever wondering, in fact, what they are, or you can chase the thread and figure it out if it's left or right. But there we go. Onward and upward. Alright, so we got the wheels all separated from the tires. Got them scuffed up, cleaned up, ready to shoot some paint on them. You'll notice there's 6 wheels here right now. There's actually 2 missing that were on the car, the rear ones. Those didn't work out. They were rubbing on the leaf spring, so we're not going to use those. So we got two that were on the car, 2 were in the trunk, and then I donated 2 more for the car. So we should have a full set for stone soup plus a spare, and then I'm going to retain one for a spare for my car as well, because I do run a small bolt pattern on the front of my car as well. So alright, these are all cleaned up, ready to go. We also got the air cleaner. Figured I'd knock that down, put some fresh paint on there, and a battery tray that I found from one of my other cars. I'm going to donate that to Stone Soup so that it can be mounted in there properly. So we're going to get ready to throw some paint down. So, but before we do that, I wanted to give a shout out to John Wilburn, who sent me a new banner here. I was not expecting that. Thank you, John. If you're not familiar with the No Name Nationals event, it is a drag racing event, 3 days down in Sikeston, Missouri, September 19th, 20th, and 21st, coming up here very soon. What it is a bunch of No Name National contenders, YouTube channels. There's a couple of them over there on my board, and if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It is a great event. Like I say, Thursday night there's a little car show at a local diner there. Then it goes into Fridays when we start actually racing. There's a bracket race, call outs, grudge racing. There's 28-10-5. There's a burnout contest under the night lights on Friday night. So it's an awesome time, awesome event. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. See if you can get there. So yeah, thanks John for the banner. And we're going to start throwing some more stickers up. That's my bad. The board fell down, ended up in my corner for a while, so I just got it back up there. We're going to start throwing some stickers up. Actually, I just threw up Clint Street Machines and Perpetual Projects. We also got the old Buck Does It up there, and Skip Stark Hollow, L&A Auto Works. We got over there something Garage. So in any case, check out those guys, check out the No Name Nationals. Let's get to painting. I'm just going to throw some primer on some of these first. Here's some rattle can primer. This is actually self-etching primer since it's raw metal. These bars are for Jack, my mini bike, which is another event down at the No Name Nationals. Mini bike racing. There's certain class of rules. This top is sticking to enter the mini bike race, but it's a good time. I'm looking forward to that. Sneak over on this side. The reason why I'm painting this, you can check out some of my other videos on Jack after I got back from the No Name Nationals last year. I had it on a cargo carrier on the back of my RV. I didn't get it out there right away, and one morning I woke up and the thing's gone. Somebody stole it. They put some stupid little drag bars on there that just make absolutely no sense. So they took off my bars that I had made for it, so I just picked these up, figured I'd get it back together. So we're going to shoot that. And primer, we're going to put a coat of primer on the wheels and everything else. Then we'll get to painting. Well, I got the wheels and tires back from the tire shop, mounted and balanced. New valve stems. So we got to get those put on. Got the parts bins from everything that we pulled out of the car. The back seat's got to get thrown in. So we're going to get to that. So we got to get on the road and get down to see 38 POS. Time to get rolling. Oh man, you don't know the half of it.
I'll bet I don't. But I made banana bread this week, banana nut bread. I hope you like it.
Really?
Yes, I figure when you take a break, maybe you'll have cold milk or a cup of coffee and
Man, banana bread with nuts.
with nuts.
Oh man.
You gotta have nuts.
I
man.
love the nuts.
Oh.
Banana bread. I have such a nice neighbor. More TV blaster. Oh, left-handed thread. Left-hand thread. So on this particular project, and for the sake of time, we are on a time crunch to get this thing loaded up on the trailer and moving along. So we are going to retain the drum brakes, which drum brakes are just fine. A lot of people oppose them, think disc brakes is superior, and that's not necessarily true. So in any case, for time, sake of argument, we're going to leave these. And just for reference, this is my 66 Valiant. It is running the same setup over here, drums, small bolt pattern, 9-inch drums. I race this thing regular, never had a problem. So, if you're considering upgrading to discs, may not even be necessary. Let's get this thing going though. Easy now, easy now. How's it looking, boys and girls? We're getting there. Back on the ground. Some fresh rubber, real fresh rubber.